All right, let's go over this third example, see how you did on it. So this is true story about something that they would do during pregnancy. And so this thing called an alpha fetoprotein test is given to pregnant mothers. And abnormally high or low levels might indicate that they have Down syndrome. If the test is done during the 15-week of pregnancy, the average micrograms of alpha fetoprotein should be about 40 micrograms. Okay. I know that they do other tests such as this for different kinds of uh, illnesses or issues that they want to check for on the baby. Okay. So, not just necessarily for Down syndrome. Okay. So, we want to see, check out what's happening and progressing with the baby. All right, so our parameter that we are interested in is mu, the average micrograms of alpha fetoprotein in the pregnant mother's blood sample. And so then the null hypothesis would be, we would start off saying, okay, everything's progressing as it should. So the average micrograms is 40. So the alpha fetoprotein level is okay. I kind of like to make myself a little note of what is that really saying in context. And the alternative is that it is not okay. So the alpha fetoprotein level is not okay, not equal to 40. So in context, define a type 1 error. So if the null is really true, but you get a sample, so the alpha fetoprotein level is okay, but they get a sample that says it is not. That causes us to reject the null. That's a type 1 error. So the reality is the alpha fetoprotein level is okay, but we think it's bad or that something is wrong. So what could happen? Well, the mother gets very stressed, is freaking out, thinking that something is wrong with the baby, extra stress on the mother and the family. Typically what they'll do at that time is then go run another test. Okay, and this is true. There is actually the way that the calibration is set on the tests. There is a higher level of false positives, such as this, than the other type error. So let's take a look at that. So the type 2 error would be if we do not reject a false null hypothesis, type 2 error, type 2 error. So HA is true. So the reality is that there is something wrong. The alpha fetoprotein level is not where it should be. Okay, so that's the truth. But we think everything is okay. So a consequence of that is, there's something wrong with the mother or the baby. Maybe there's some medicines, or we need to put the mother on bed rest. Whatever it is, we want to try and investigate and fix the issue. If possible, problems could continue that maybe could be helped. Okay, so I think type 2 error, of course, would be more serious because we want to be able to detect a problem if there is one so that we can see if there's medical solutions to help the mother and the baby. Now, that's why, and that is what happens in real life. That is why there actually is a high rate of false positives. When I was pregnant, it's optional for the mother to take this test, and I think we chose to not take the test because we didn't want to have that concern of a false positive. We thought, anyway, we didn't think we would be doing anything with that issue anyway, so we were going to keep on going as is. Okay, so hopefully you did okay on that so that you are ready to do your type 1 and type 2 errors assignment tomorrow.